Good afternoon, or at least it's afternoon for me. Thank you for clicking on today's video. Today, this is going to be Unranked Masters number 9, and I'm going to try and play Tiger Udyr here. I may have to flex into Phoenix if the game goes south, but I'm going to at least try and play Tiger. Today, we are jungling against a Nocturne. Nocturne is quite difficult, actually, for Tiger Udyr. I tend to prefer Phoenix in this matchup. However, that being said, with our team comp, we need me to be the front line. We've got a Xerath and a Lux, which are back range or backline mages, and then we also have a Camille top, who's going to probably be diving or split pushing. So I'm going to have to be the face of the team, essentially. We could either go AP Phoenix, which would work, but Caston can blink out of my Awaken R. Nocturne will get stuck, Misfortune will get stuck, but Caston in particular, I love being Tiger into. And then in addition, I really just think Tiger can perform really well into their top side once we get ahead. First dragon is a Chemtech. I might prioritize that. I think of all the lanes to try and gank, it's going to be most important for me to gank bot side. Reason being is Camille is great, yeah, but I think until level 6, I don't really want to pull the trigger. Renekton is scary in a 1v2 circumstance, especially before you get items. Like pre-items, Renekton is terrifying. Once he gets his item spike, you got to keep your eye on that. But there's a new clear path I've been testing, and I wanted to show it off in this video. I've been doing it on stream quite a bit. But especially as red side of the jungle, I don't like the standard Raptor start. I don't know about you guys, but as red side, Raptors feels kind of clunky. I don't know why. It's like, blue side, it feels great because it puts you out in front of Grub Pit. You can farm all your 2 full clears and be in front of Grub Pit. It just is really nice. But at least on this side of the map, it feels like Raptor start feels very clunky. What I've actually been doing is doing Raptors to Wolves to Grump to Blue to Red to Krugs to Raptors to Wolves to Grump to Dragon. This is essentially a Shyvana clear path. Shyvana players love starting either Wolves or Raptors depending on the side of the map they're on, and then setting their camps up to get to Dragon Pit right on time. You'll see here if this looks like a noob clear path. You'll see in a second the benefit of it after we get done with the full clear here. Kind of messed up my auto attacks here on this auto attack or this clear. Don't judge me too much here. We're going to go ahead and finish this off. You can always look at going through mid here if you want, by the way, on this clear path. You can do a few things. You can go gank bot if you really want to. You could put a point in bear stance at level 3 and go bot. You can look at mid if it's shoved in. That's casting flash. Nice. Looks like everybody's okay. I don't really have vision on the Nocturne, so I got to be very careful. But you'll see, we will actually make it to Crab here on time. No issues at all. Camille just got a kill on Renekton. Whoa, a ton just happened on the map. Renekton just got a solo kill. By the way, if you want to be extra cheeky, what you can do is you can save after you use your first smite charge. Do not use your second smite charge on the Krug here, and the reason being is we're actually going for a super early dragon. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and pop this. Now that we're level 4, we're out in river at 330. Yeah, we're not right at Crab, but frankly, it's still a pretty good clear. And we get to go straight into this gank, hopefully. That would be ideal. It's okay. Usually with Renekton, you want to stand on the other side of him. That looks like a Nocturne just hit that. Let's see if he's done the Crab yet. No Crab. There's the Nocturne. With Nocturne, you cannot spell shield him or stun him during spell shield. That's the most important thing. So you just hold the cooldown until after. And Nocturne actually gets, if you don't know, like bonus attack speed, I think, if you clear it, which is really interesting. So what I'm going to do here actually is I could go back to base, but since Nocturne had a really slow first clear. Caston doesn't have flash. We actually just go mid here. I want to do my Raptors, but this is just simply worth more gold. If you don't know, cardinal rule of League of Legends is gank pre-level 6 Caston. I'll let you put 2 and 2 together there on why you want to do that. Since my mid laner is low on health, we're also going to help him crash this in. Not always do you do this, but since he's low, we're going to go ahead and ping him back as well. We're going to put the ward over the wall. We're going to come here. Instead of doing a full clear, I actually decided let's do a double Crab gank through mid and that's going to get me my level 5. So this is a pretty interesting way to get level 5 here. I'm actually going to run bot. Let's just hit all 3 lanes.
I have no size, no hope.
And 1 lightning Q should be enough, or 2 lightning Q, I mean. Really nice. All right, we've got 3 winning lanes. Really good. I'm going to go ahead and ping this. Nocturne spent gold, but he doesn't have a true component. And frankly, Tiger Udyr is really good at doing this. The whole reason I set my camps up this way, because I'm trying to get an early dragon off the map. I'm going to go ahead and pop the potion here. Whenever you go for an early dragon, I do think it is worth using your potion. Once we clear the dragon, we're going to go straight back to base. We could actually cross over to Rift Grubs if I wanted to, but I'm sitting on so much gold at this point. It's kind of a hazard to be sitting on this much gold. Not only is it slowing down my own clear speed, but if I fight anybody who has spent gold, they're going to have an immediate advantage over me. So I really need to go spend gold. But I did get my primary objective this game, which is Dragon. You could play for Rift Grubs with our team comp, but in my humble opinion, it is better. By the way, today we are going to do a Triforce build. I don't know why. A lot of people have been asking me for the Triforce build. I love Triforce. Triforce is really, really good. You can play 2 builds, in my opinion, and I put this in my most recent Udyr guide, but Triforce into Black Cleaver or Triforce into Blade of the Ruined King, depending on what you want. If they have a lot of tanks, Black Cleaver will be better. If they're squishy, Blade of the Ruined King will be better, because Blade of the Ring, even though it seems like an anti-tank item, is also a lifesteal and sticking power item for Tiger. So we really, really like Blade of the Ruined King. I will probably end up just doing Triforce into Hexplate into Spear of Chosen. If you don't know, you can just put all 3 in the same build, and they work really, really well. With runes, you can take whatever you want on Triforce builds. You really do have a lot of options. This guy is level 6 now. I'm going to put the ward here. We're going to move over here. Nocturne immediately backed off, which is my cue to let me know that the enemy team knows where I am. As long as Nocturne doesn't have ult, and he shouldn't have ult, the only way he could have ult is if he did crabs, and we got both the 2 crabs, so we're in a good spot here. Now, Caston is missing. We're going to back off. We are going to hold on to the Awakening here. Renekton's walking down through river. I can't really contest this, so I'm just going to ping that and that. And I think instead of wasting time here, we got 2 out of 3. I probably won't be able to get all 6 this game no matter what. Renekton's kind of a lane bully, and I do need to go help Camille, but thankfully she did get an early game kill, so she's pretty strong. At some point, we can go top. With our bot lane fighting, we see the Nocturne on the map. We just move straight here, and we skip the camps. I do think I can actually save her. Go straight into the bear stun if we're allowed to. Q. And I'm going to go straight into Q there. And so here's how your lightning Q works if you don't know. You don't have to stay in Q to get the lightning bolt. So you still get that insane isolation damage that everybody likes if you go into another stance. So there, since I knew Nocturne was going to run away, and since I knew I did not have another 5-second window to get a lightning Q cycle off, in other words, my Q was going to be on cooldown for the remainder of that little window there, the best thing to do is activate the lightning Q and then go into bear stance or R stance or whatever stance you're trying to go into. But I can't afford to let the lightning Q sit on cooldown for 5 seconds or whatever, you know? Nocturne just came out of bot side, so we are assuming that he's going to path into his top side here. Looks like he's actually here. Great. How close am I to Triforce 1383? I'm like right there. All right, he's going bot. We know he's going bot because we saw him on the red.
An ally has been slain.
Autumn's wind.
I can't let the fear. That was a really bad flash. Kind of a misplay there. Pretty big misplay, actually. It's all right. Live, learn, improve. A lot of things I would have done different. Unfortunately, the fear was on cooldown. My cooldown on Awakening, if you rewatch that, was kind of clunky. It just came up right after I really wanted to flash Bear Stun, so a lot of weird things there. What I do know, though, is that I am facing level 8 solo laners. I'm pretty behind in experience here. I need to catch up. So we're probably just going to do a full clear down. I could actually even go kill Renekton pretty easily with a Camille ult. There's only one Rift Grub on the map. He warded here on the minimap, not here or here. So that is actually a green light to engage. We know Nocturne doesn't have ult because he just used it bot, and he doesn't have Hexplate spike yet. This is really free for us, in my opinion. Q, Q, Lightning Q, Lightning Q, E, R, R, and that's way too much damage for him to sustain right now. So really, really nice. We're going to clear down to Mountain Dragon. I'm trying to do Mountain Stacks or Dragon Stacks. They're the objective I'm stacking. We got 2 out of 3 Rift Grubs. Nocturne only got 1 Rift Grub there and spent quite a bit of time doing that instead of counter ganking top or mid there. So in my opinion, we've actually played this early game very, very well here. Good job, Zerath. We're going to go and ping that and that. We see the gank bot. What to do, what to do. We could go mid. That's the Renekton teleport. Okay, Caston just teleported mid. So both their teleports, good to know, are going to come up around 15 minutes. This is a tough spot to be in, man. Renekton went back to base is the good news. We're just going to keep farming down. There's no fight angle I see there, but I do see Senna moving over to the dragon. Let's see if we can even look at this. I'm pretty slow and squishy, but I do have a lot of damage. This is just not a good fight angle for me, unfortunately. However, I do think a little cheeky gank on bot could be in everybody's immediate interest here.
Autumn's wind. Walk with the spirits, I must know my limits.
We're gonna use the Awaken E because I don't need the
Springs grow.
I don't need the damage, and there's no way I catch her. We also got the barrier, which is really good. I need to stay here in case Nocturne ults.
Mother bear,
There's the Nocturne ult.
we need no help.
Shame I couldn't get the kill on Nocturne there, but I needed to use the R. A lot of lucky targets, you know? A lot of lucky survivors. But it's okay. We're going to go back against this team comp. I usually go Swifties, I think are the best boots at the moment, and I think I will wait for the potion. I look at it this way. Potion is 50 gold for 120 health. Ruby Crystal is 400 gold for 150. Pretty good value for the pot, right? As long as you use it. Hopefully she wins that. She does have Triforce spike. As long as she waits for her Q cooldown, I actually think she's A-okay there. Well played to Camille. Good job. At this point, Camille just demonstrated to us she's starting to solo kill Renekton, which is a really good symbol as a jungler. That means I can just go focus most or all of my attention on bot. As long as the enemy jungler doesn't get free ganks off on her, she'll just naturally continue to win that. Or at least she should. It is solo queue, so we don't know.
We look after what's ours.
All right. Glad all those died. I'm going to ping them off. Nocturne will have ult up pretty soon. As Nocturne continues to level, his ult is around a 2.5 minute cooldown at rank 1, but once he gets closer to a level 11, once he gets experimental hexplate, his ultimate drops to closer to a minute and a half. So you got to be really, really careful. Now, he's nowhere near it is the good news.
We bend, we do not break.
Looks like that was Senna that hit that.
Movable turtle. Blazing phoenix.
We're going to go mid. We see all this action mid. I am choosing to just farm my jungle because I don't really think they need me.
Violence has needed.
Oh, it looks like she flew too close to the sun. Icarus. Very good. Very good. We're going to pop this tower. Their mid is dead. Their ADC is here. We go here. Actually, I don't think a Nocturne can stop this on his own. We're going to go ahead and pop the potion. I'm going to use an Awakened W cycle just to get a little bit of health back. We're going to back off now. I think at this point, I've got 40 seconds before that comes up. We see the Raptors up for Nocturne bot side. I think we just go back. Once again, we are going to do, if you guys want a very consistent build, you can go Black Cleaver next. This game, I'm actually going to go into my preferred item, which is Experimental Hexplate. I've got a better rune setup for Experimental Hexplate with the Ultimate Haste, so I prefer the item. Hexplate, of course, if you guys don't know, all that haste, ultimate haste applies towards your passive, so you get more lightning Qs. It's also really good against melees, because let's say they've got like 3 or melees or whatever. If you lightning Q one person, guess what you can't do to the other 2 melees? Lightning Q them. So the lower the cooldown, the better chance you have of winning extended trades against those type of teams. As we ramp up in damage, you can see our clear speed is getting really fast. I missed some gold there, whatever. I'm tempted to go for this. If Camille helps me, especially with Triforce, I think we can do it extremely fast. Rift Herald, if you do not know, is worth 200 gold to whoever kills it. I think it gets split between the 2 people. But I think we just fry this alive and do it as fast as possible. Triforces, if you don't know, are some of the fastest objective-taking items in the game, just because that DPS is really high. So now we kite out. Now that we've got the lightning Q down, we're going to go and pop this. We're going to kite it out. I cannot walk in the middle there, but I can walk over to a dragon and stay alive. We weren't able to get second mountain dragon, but we did get all their ultimates. Renekton's still there. Their teleports are back up, which is kind of concerning. Cassidy is also getting a free lane. What is happening here? I think I have to come back. I do. We're going to pop the Awaken E, so that way the fear doesn't get me there. I need to get armor really, really bad.
We need no help. Summer's flame.
We're just doing this so I heal up. Now we're going to look to come help. I was going to say, we have to hold Awaken E. Kasten is not good against Udyr, if you don't know. Tiger Udyr in particular is really strong against him. We're going to use Awaken E just so that way he can't stun me and stall it out. And that's how to mop up a fight. Really, really good job. Camille just got tower topside. Nocturne is the last man standing. Frankly, even though it looks like we lost that fight, that was a pretty clean fight, all things considered there. Really, really happy with how this game is going from me. I'm worried a little bit about the teammates, but because we have a losing bot side. Xerath is really good. Camille's kind of even. She's, you know, I'd rate her even. So things are going fine from that standpoint. I am looking to go back after this camp. 1,900 gold is my next target back, so we're just going to go back to base here and pick up the Hexplate. They had a ton of armor. I'd probably go Black Cleaver, like if they had Cassante Top instead of Renekton, or if they had Ornn Top. But here, since they've got some pretty squishy champions, we're just going to go for the ultimate haste cooldown as much as I can get. Looking for the Spear shows in next.
We fight to protect our own.
Just Awaken E so the slow doesn't affect us. Jinx is on her own here. I can't really help this. If we look at the minimap, Xerath is bot, Lux is top, Jinx is kind of on her own. We really just need to take things slow, make sure we get our camps on cooldown, which is great now that they're on cooldown. You can see how fast that clear speed is. No real reason to not just be farming like crazy. Once you get this nice Hexplate spike. Nice job to Jinx there, getting a kill. Good job. We're going to walk down mid. With Rift Herald, ideally you want to use it to get an inner turret to get 700 gold. I'm actually thinking about popping it on the inner top turret here. We're going to go ahead and get this off the map. Keep an eye on Jinx. Tiger Udyr's Peel God. If you don't know, this is why. You are the, I talked about it in my guide. Tiger Udyr is one of the best peel champs in the game. Anybody that whiffs an engage like that will literally just fall over. So I'm a big fan of using Tiger Udyr's Q cooldown like that just as a peel tool. You would be surprised how effective it is against champions like Nocturne. Even though Udyr's not good against, Tiger Udyr is not that good against Nocturne. He's really not. I do think... he's really good against Nocturne in the fact that, like, after Nocturne ults in, you can almost every single time kill him. I need to find an opportunity to use Rift Herald here. We could go for armor. Deadman's would work very well as a counter to that team. Deadman's plate, because they've got a ghost blade, they've got some lethality. But I honestly think with how hard we're snowballing, let's just go Spear of Shojin. Great. We are just living in Nocturne's jungle. You notice I'm not really farming my jungle as intensely here. We're really just poking fun with the enemy Nocturne there. Now we're going to pop Rift Herald bot. I do want the 700 gold solo gold. Hopefully Lux gives it to me here. Great. Lux walked away, so we get it. As you can see, that's how to turn Rift Herald into more gold. Rift Herald is worth 200 gold. Taking an inner turret is worth 675. Not bad at all. We're going to go for the tower. Great. Closing this game out very fast. It's nice to see the teammates navigating this mid-game pretty well here. We're just going to use WilliefknE because I don't think I see a need to use the Q there. Go for the bear. Oh, no, we got to get out of the Lux or the Misfortune ult. Unfortunately, we do bite the bullet there, but is what it is. We could go for Deadman's. It would be extremely good. I would say if you're in a losing position, I would go Deadman's plate here. I'll tell you what, we actually are going to go Deadman's. Simple reason is, number one, I don't need armor pin just yet. Yes, their melees are getting high up there and we could build it, but I don't see a huge reason to get Black Cleaver just yet. They're pretty AD heavy. They've got 4 attack damage champions, so it's very high value to get any points of armor this game. In addition, we're getting Cloud Dragons. So Cloud Dragons will stack on top of the Deadman's movement speed. It's really nice. And they also went Ghost Blade and double Swifties. So they've got 2 movement speed items. They also have Stride Breaker, which is a slow item. Deadman's is a pretty hard counter to their team comp. We're going to go ahead and look to finish them. If we clean them up here, we actually win the game. We're going to go ahead and pop the Q on the Cassian. I think he's one of the biggest threats on the enemy team. We're going to chase them down here. Hopefully we find them. Great. And then there's Senna. All right. We are looking to get top inhib. I don't think we can. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to proxy this wave, quote-unquote, even though the minion wave's still way the back there. That way it'll start pushing in. We're going to go do Dragon, and by the time we come back, hopefully that wave will have pushed in. Now, though, I either need Black Cleaver or Spear of Shojin. Since nobody on my team has Black Cleaver, if somebody on my team had Black Cleaver, I would actually probably go Spear of Shojin next. But I do think with the fact that we also are pretty AD heavy, we've got 3 AD champions. I need an armor pin item. Nobody on our team has it, so I do think Black Cleaver will be my next best bet. Nice thing about Black Cleaver is Phage builds into it, so this is actually a build where you get to stack Phages, which is really, really nice. As soon as the team resets, we need to go back and spend gold, but we should be looking to get top inhib as soon as we can here. I don't see any reason why the team is bot. They're just waiting for Nocturne to ult them, if you ask me.
We need no help. We are eternal.
We got to be very careful. I'm gonna say we should be top as a team. Since I can't get really the whole, like, Black Cleaver's nice. I'd like to get a Phage, but we're just gonna go Shadow. I don't have much time, especially after spending all my time full clearing like that. I was getting pretty greedy with all that farm. I do think it is important, though, to keep your camps on cooldown, even in a winning position, especially with how fast Udyr clears. It's how you turn gold into more gold. Yeah, you get that Midas touch, you know, anything you turn touches into gold. Now, I have a guilt-free conscience of being here because my entire jungle camps are on cooldown. Let's see if we can get this before the minion debuff goes away. Great, we got it. We're going to go and kill him since he's isolated. Turn on the Nocturne. We're looking to peel first and foremost. And then we're going to stun, flash out. Hopefully the Xerath finishes that off. Excellent, and that's an ace. Really, really nice there. I was hoping we could have gotten a deathless game. Got one death this game, but nice little Tiger game. Not necessarily the easiest team comp for Tiger Udyr. I usually recommend most people, you know, to play Phoenix Udyr into Nocturne, because Nocturne tends to bully auto-attack champions like Tiger Udyr. But very, very fun game. Hope you guys enjoyed. I am having a fun with these live commentary games on the Unranked Masters. I hope you are too. If you want to see me play live on stream, make sure to head over to twitch.tv/WilliefknP. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And outside of that, I will see you in the next one. Bye!
Dang! Call me so I can make it juicy for ya.